Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I filmed a video on this look right here. It is a really perfect look for spring and I'm excited to be filming more spring looks and using bright colors and just different, fresh and flawless and full face and glowy and whatever you want to call it. But I'm excited to be doing more spring videos. What is happening with this hair? Yeah, so if you guys would like to see how I created this look, then go ahead and keep on watching. I'm, as usual, going in with my CeraVe Moisturizing Lotion, and I'm just putting that all over my face and really rubbing it in so that I have a nice moisturized, flawless finish. And then going in with my Too Faced Hangover RX Primer and just going directly over top of that moisturizer all over my face and being sure to really rub that in as well. And then for foundations, I am mixing Milani Conceal and Perfect 2-in-1 foundation and my Sonia Kashuk Satin Matte Foundation. And I'm just applying that all over my face with a Real Techniques beauty sponge. And as you can tell, no, it does not match the color of my face, but it matches the color of my neck because I am self-tanned right now and that is what we want. So yeah, like I said, just applying that with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. And then I went ahead and applied my brows off camera, and I am just now going in with some concealer to prime my eyelids. I do like to use concealer to prime my lids because they conceal any discoloration, redness, and any imperfections in the eyelid, and as well as prime the eyelids for the eyeshadow. And then just to set that concealer into place, I'm going in with Blanc Type from MAC. Just a really pretty kind of creamy vanilla eyeshadow, and I'm just applying that all over my lid. Next, for my transition shade, I am going in with MAC Wedge and MAC Saddle, and I'm just mixing those two together on a big fluffy brush. This is Sigma E40, and I'm just taking that and very sloppily in windshield wiper motions and kind of little swirly motions. I'm just going all over the crease with that with no rhyme or reason. I am just using that to use as a transition shade for when I start mixing in darker shadows. And then to deepen up the crease, I'm mixing NYX Underneath It All and Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear. And I'm using this on my Sigma E25 blending brush. This is a more dense brush that will go directly into the crease. And like I said, I am just carving out that crease a little bit more. And then I will go back in with the Sigma E40 blending brush with no additional product and just blend all of that out. Next, going in with this shade from MAC. This is Embark, and it's just a really, really pretty dark chocolatey brown eyeshadow. And I'm going in with this e.l.f. It's like a blending brush or something, but it's a more dense brush, but it is a little bit fluffy. So I'm taking that and just blending Embark into the outer corner of my eyelid and also up into my crease just to start to smoke out the look a little bit more and add a little bit more dimension into the shadow and the eyelid. And of course I had to show my little kitty to you guys. She's my favorite little girl. And then I'm going in with MAC I'm Into It eyeshadow, and this is just mainly to add a little bit more red into the look because I am going in with the Pigment that has a lot of coral and pink into it, so I didn't want to use all red or all brown tone eyeshadows. I wanted to add a little bit of red into it. And then I'm going in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie and just going to blend everything out so that there are no harsh lines. Next, to make this pigment stick on my eyelid, I'm going in with Too Faced glitter glue, and I'm just taking that on my finger and applying that to the inner corner or the inner half of my lid where I didn't put any eyeshadow, and I am just patting that on. And you do have to work pretty quick with this glitter glue, so I'm going in with MAC Pigment in the shade Rose, and it is just this absolutely stunning coral and orange and gold and yellow. Has so many different reflex in it, so I'm just taking that and packing it directly over top of that glitter glue, and I'm making sure that I use a packing motion rather than a swiping motion, because as soon as I start to swipe, the the pigment is going to start to fall off, and that is what is going to create fallout. So I'm just doing the exact same thing with the other eye, and yeah, just packing that on to the inner half of my lid. And then to blend everything together, I'm going back in with Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear on my Sigma E25 blending brush, and just going to start to blend any harsh lines out. And as I was blending my little fingers off, I really couldn't do much more. I wasn't really liking the way that it was blending together, because to be honest, it really wasn't blending together. So I then ended up just adding some glitter glue to the second half of my eyelid, the outer half, and I am just going to take the pigment and go right over top of that, just so that it covers my entire eyelid. And yeah, so I ended up taking the pigment from inner corner to the outer corner on my eyelid. I think it looks so much prettier, and it just really makes the eyelid just pop. And then to blend out any edges in the crease, I'm just going back in with MAC Saddle just to soften everything and make sure that there are no harsh lines. And then for mascara, I recently tried out the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator Endless, and I think it's kind of like the older sister to the Rimmel London Lash Accelerator, and I've actually really been liking it. So yeah, that is what I'm using for my mascara today. And then I'm just going in with a clean duo fiber brush and wiping off any fallout that I did have. And then for concealer, I'm going in with Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I am first taking I think it's called Light Medium, and I'm taking that just directly underneath my eyes to conceal, and then I'm going in with Light Ivory down below that just to highlight. And then because my beauty blender has been sitting around for a little bit, I am just spraying it with some Fix Plus just to blend all of this out. And then to conceal the rest of my face, I just took Light Ivory down the center of my face just to highlight, and blending that out once again with my Real Techniques beauty sponge. And then to set all of that down, going in with my NYX HD Banana Setting Powder and just setting all of that down with my Real Techniques beauty sponge, just going directly over top of that concealer. And then I'm just going to wipe off any of the fallout that I had wiped onto that duo fiber brush, and then I'm just going to take it and dust away any of the powder that I have on my face. And then to set the rest of my face, I am of course using my CoverGirl loose powder, and just mainly focusing it in the areas that I didn't put the concealer or the banana powder. And then to contour today, I'm going in with my Benefit Hoola bronzer on this Real Techniques brush. I don't remember exactly what they're called, but I will leave them down below. and I'm just chiseling out these cheekbones, and I'll also go in and do my forehead and also my neck just to add a little bit of color into that. And then to bronze up my skin, I'm going in with the Smashbox Fusion Baked Soft Light Powders, and this one is in the shade Baked Starburst, and I'm just bronzing up my skin with that, kind of going in the places that the sun would hit just to give a warm sun kiss. And then going in with whatever is left on the Real Techniques brush, I am just going to contour my nose a little bit with that. And then for blush, I'm going in with this Milani Rose blush, and this one is in 01 Romantic Rose, and it's just a really subtle pink blush. So yeah, I'm using that with this Japanese kind of fluffy brush. I will leave it down below. And then this product was a really cool find for me. It is the Wet n Wild bronzer, and I just wanted to show you guys a quick swatch of it, because clearly it is not a bronzer. As you can tell, it does have a little bit of a glow to it. So I was like, well, I'll just use it as a highlighter then. So as you can see, it gives the most beautiful gleam to the skin. So I'm just taking that on my fan brush and just putting that on the high points of my cheeks, the high points of my forehead, down the bridge of my nose, and also on the center of my chin. Oh, and of course, a little bit on the Cupid's bow. And then to finish off the lower lash line, I am just taking Makeup Geek Cocoa Bear on a teeny little pencil brush, and I am just packing that right into my lower lash line, just about halfway into my eye, and then going in with Makeup Geek Peach Smoothie on a bigger pencil brush and just blending it all out. And then to highlight the inner corners of my eyes, I am just taking Blow a Fuse from the Smashbox and Casey Holmes palette, the Pearl palette, and just taking that and highlighting the inner corner of my eyes. And then for lashes today, I'm going in with Ardell Glamour Wispies, just some nice fluttery, fluffy, wispy lashes, very natural, so yeah. And then to thicken up that upper lash line, I am taking a black kohl pencil on my upper waterline and just lining that. And then for lips, I'm going to start off by lining and filling in my lips with MAC Lip Pencil in the shade Naked Liner. MAC Naked Liner. And then for lipstick, I started out by taking MAC Angel, this really pretty pink lipstick, but I decided that it was a little bit too pink and just not a good color for this look, so I dabbed it off with a paper towel and then just went in with MAC Creme de Nude, which is just a really pretty, very simple nude lipstick. And then to top it off with some gloss, I went ahead and went in with Revlon. I don't remember what line this is, but it is in the shade Supernatural. So I will leave that listed down below. And then that will complete this look. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys in my next video.